What up, Dokkaners? The filler banner on Global gave us a little bit of a surprise. We now have the Fusion ZAMASU available for purchase at the Yellow Coin shop. In today's video, we're going to be discussing if it's worth buying the unit or not. Either this or the Golden Frieza. Which one do you choose? I'm going to make this video brief. In my personal opinion, I think that the Golden Frieza is the better buy, which means I don't think it's worth buying this unit right now if you have to choose between one or the other. But I will say that the Fusion ZAMASU and the Golden Frieza are the two premier Yellow Coin units, as they are both extremely good. So if you have been waiting to purchase this unit because this unit released back in December of 2022, this is how things played out. Part 2 for the Trunks and Vegeta, or the Christmas celebration, part 2 was the Fusion ZAMASU off of a Carnival banner. I think some people are confused. This is not a Carnival unit. This is just a legendary summon that was appearing for the first time on a double rates banner. This is not a Carnival unit though. This is a legendary unit. That is why we are now seeing it in the Yellow Coin shop, released back in December. And then a full month later, we got the Golden Frieza on Global. So if that pattern holds serve, since the Fusion ZAMASU is showing up here on the legendary summon for Yamcha's part 2, we will get the Golden Frieza most likely, I would say, during this part 2 right here, where we have the Super Boost showing up. That is where we will likely be seeing the Golden Frieza. Maybe we could potentially even see the Golden Frieza show up during the part 2 for Golden Week, depending on what they do. I don't know if they're going to do a Carnival banner for Golden Week for part 2, if they're going to do like a Carnival Dokkan Festival combo. I don't know if they're going to do that with the worldwide download already being that. I don't know if they'll do that again during Golden Week. We'll have to wait and see. Maybe it's possible that Frieza could show up here. That might be a little too soon, although it is a month apart. So I don't know. This one we're going to have to wait and see. Either way, I would have to say before the 8-year anniversary begins, we should be getting the Golden Frieza appearing in the Yellow Coin shop, especially considering the fact that they gave us Fusion ZAMASU right here. So that's what I think. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about that. Now, when it comes to the units individually, why do I think that the Golden Frieza is the better option? Let's actually take a look at both of these units. So the main reason why I think the Golden Frieza is better is user friendliness. I think that this unit does what it's supposed to very, very well, and that is damage reduction. I think the number one thing that you look for in the Golden Frieza is the damage reduction. The only difference between this guy and some of your other Golden Frieza TORs that you're used to is that this guy actually can fight back and produce some pretty good damage, right? So you've got the 90% unconditional damage reduction from turn 1. Slowly it dissipates over time down to a 30% damage reduction, but it's the first few turns that really matter on some of the challenging events like Red Zone or Infinite Dragon Ball History or whatever. So that's what this unit can do very well. You can then gain insane stats by launching multiple supers. That 18 key can raise attack and defense, thereby giving him some kick on the offensive side. And you can give him some key if you're above certain health thresholds and whatnot. So this unit is very, very good, both defensively and offensively. And I think the ease of just throwing the unit onto any team is very good. He's not dependent on having any wicked bloodlines. He's not dependent on having any movie bosses or whatever. He fits on a lot of different categories, so he will be a good slot 1 no matter where you throw him. Whereas the Fusion ZAMASU, this unit is also a decent slot 1, but this unit thrives primarily on launching a bunch of supers, gaining some momentum, and then withstanding a ton of attacks, a wave of attacks. When you do that, you have your base 20% damage reduction, you gain increments of 2 up to 10, you can gain more stats if you can launch more supers. He has regen, he has counter, he does a lot of different things. But I think the main thing that works against him is the fact that he thrives primarily on a Realm of Gods extreme team. If you've got Goku Blacks, if you've got Fusion ZAMASUs or other types of ZAMASUs, you can really get this guy going with the best possible synergy, because you're not only trying to have this unit defend, but you're also trying to have this unit launch a bunch of attacks and counter. So since this unit is trying to do a little bit more than just the one function, this guy has a lot more going for him, but also at the same time has a lot more conditions. So that's why I think that this unit is yet less user-friendly than the Golden Frieza. Both are fantastic, but that's just my opinion. So feel free to share your own thoughts in the comments down below if you guys agree or disagree. But because I feel that the Golden Frieza is better, then waiting until the Super Boo banner releases in part 2 of the Super 17 Dokkan Festival makes the most sense. Now, I do understand the irony of this whole thing, because when it comes to the Yellow Coin shop, because of the arrival of the Carnival coin, the Yellow Coin has just been dropping in value and in frequency of appearance, right? Because the Carnival units are the best LRs. If you have to summon on either the legendary luxury summons, it's either the Yellow Coin banner or the Carnival coin. It's going to be the Carnival coin. Why? Because they're just better. So, you know, if you're summoning on that and you're a budget spender, how on earth are you going to have enough coins or summons done on these banners to buy these yellow coin units, and that's the problem. Now, to put things into perspective, just to remind you guys, this is universal across every coin. 500 coins is the equivalent of 2,500 Dragonstones spent on those respective banners. So if you're trying to get 500 coins for a Dokkan Festival red coin, you have to have 2,500 Dragonstones spent to buy a Dokkan Festival LR. DURs cost 400. For the LRs, they're all going to be 500 because they're all LRs. So they're all 500 coins no matter what, even as low as the Super Saiyan 2 Int Gohan. All of them cost the same amount. So you obviously want to be looking at the tops for some of the better LRs. But when you do make this purchase, it's one that's going to stick for a while. And the less of a whale you are, the longer it's going to take for you to get back to this point where you could even have the option to buy another unit. So when you do buy one of these units, you have to make sure that the decision sticks. You make sure you pick a unit that will last you a decent amount of time. Will the Fusion ZAMASU last you a decent amount of time? Yes. The Fusion ZAMASU will only get better when we eventually get a decent celebration for Future Saga. We are all eagerly waiting for that inevitable time where we get a Dokkan Festival Vegito Blue Fusion Corrupted ZAMASU, something like that. When we get some crazy good units for Future Saga, this guy will obviously be a whole lot better. Do you want to take that chance and buy him now? Or would you rather wait, save your coins, and buy him later on? Those are some of the discussions you guys should be having internally when trying to decide what to buy with your yellow coins. But if it were me and I was on a budget, I would say the Golden Frieza is the unit worth saving for, not the Fusion ZAMASU if you have to choose. So probably by June, you will be able to do that. But those are my thoughts. And same thing for the red coins. I normally would recommend you guys save for Dokkan Festival LRs. While we're here, we might as well just talk about this. Some people have asked, is it worth buying the Ginyu? I actually do think it is worth buying the Ginyu if you have extra red coins to spare. If you already know what you're saving for the Dokkan Festival LR coins and you have some coins to spare, you could stand to buy the Ginyu if you don't have a single copy, because that Ginyu is a fantastic lead for so many teams, as well as one of the best free-to-play teams in the entire game. So I will just throw that out there. The Ginyu is worth buying for those of you who don't have a single copy and you have a ton of red coins to spare. That's it. Ramble over. Guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like down below. Let me know in the comments your thoughts on the yellow coin situation. Is it worth buying the Fusion ZAMASU? Is it worth buying the Golden Frieza? Which unit have you been saving for? Which out of those two would you recommend to a new player to purchase if they had to choose? Let me know your thoughts and why in the comments down below. And let's be civil. Also, be sure to subscribe for more dope content in the future and click the notification bell so that you ladies know when to see more of my stuff. Do it. Thanks again. Stay tuned and don't forget to Dokkan responsibly.